it's another show. This one is called, you saw the title card. Anyway, the reason why we're making all these tiny little things is that in a drunken moment of inspiration, my friend Matt and I decided that we're going to make a haunted house. Yeah, it's February of 2016. Yes, it is early, but the reason being is that if you want to put a haunted house together in a place, you got to start early. And so we are pre-planning by building everything in miniature as accurately as we can. For example, all the boards to all the walls have to be made as close to scale as we can. So we've measured everything out. This is going to be a 1 by 8 foot wall panel. These wood, when the wood is behind them, like this one is a 4 foot by 8 foot wall. So these are balsa strips and cardboard, and the cardboard is as close as we could get to the scale of actual 1/4 inch plywood. And then these are going to be 1 by 3s, which are 8 feet long. And then they have a 2 foot by, oh no, it's going to be a, what is it, 3 by minus 4 inches. So it's going to be a 3 by 8 in the center of each area. If my calculations are incorrect, I'm going to put the numbers up on the screen. But anyway, so what we have to do is, we got these strips of balsa wood at our local art store, and sheets, two giant sheets of this cardboard, and we cut them out, and we've shrunken it down to a scale, and we're using this little person as our scale. So he's 3 inches tall, and so if you're a 6 foot person, these are now 2 by 4 inches. So these represent a 4 by 8 foot wall. And so the haunted house will be made out of several of these in different sizes. So this is a 4 by 8, this is a 1 by 8, and this is a 2 by 8. So we have them at different widths. And the reason being is that at some places the walls have to connect, at different depths. And also the pathways have to be, at least for us, we're trying to stay ADA compliant, which means the American with Disabilities Act compliant, and he is on a 4 foot wide walking path. So it's going to be 4 foot wide in each direction. I know this should be a circle, but yeah, we're too lazy to cut that out. But we're getting close. So anyway, we started putting everything together on this model base, assuming that the space is 20 feet by 30 feet. And as you can see, these are the walls we have up. And then in some places there's going to be these brackets, and we've planned out emergency exits. The regular entrance and exit should be around here somewhere, or actually no, yeah. So after entrance is here at this front, and then exit's going to be on this side. So after, I guess we finished all the wall panels, and then we have to make the lentils between the doors. So the lentils are going to be a 1 foot high piece that goes in between to make a 4 foot wide path, just so that we have a doorway. We're not going to actually build physical like doors into these panels, because they won't be wide enough for us. A traditional door is about 3 feet wide, but we want it to be 4 feet wide. And why spend the extra money buying or building door frames when you could just leave a wall out and then make a small lintel at the top connecting the two walls? So that's what we're gonna do. So I guess as we go along with the project, oh, and these are posts that will connect 2 walls together at a corner. So for example, if these 2 walls are at a 90-degree angle, we have the post here. It'll be screwed in from one side and then screwed in from the other side, and we'll have a 90-degree angle, and then the back sides will be bare. So When these have two sides, like for example, you see on the perimeter of the haunted house, they're open. On the back sides, they're open, but when they're inside the haunted house, they might be double-sided, so we'll glue a second wall onto it. And could you hand me one of those sheets? We're also, we're gonna try to detail this model as much as possible, so we've printed out like the different types of wallpaper. This is just one, you know, like torn wallpaper, textures onto it, and then that way we can see what it'll look like when it's all laid out. So this is this project. And the tools we're using are strips of balsa from our local Jerry's Artorama, cardboard, traditional cardboard. And the cardboard came in 30 by 40 sheets, so they're pretty big. And we're using Gorilla Super Glue. We're also using, we also used these glue pens. The Sticky Wicket Glue Factory, I guess, makes these. They're okay for a little bit, but then the glue is very sticky. It dries really quickly, which is nice, but then it clumps up very quickly, so we stopped using that. So now we're using super glue. Lots of box cutters and knives, rulers, a cutting board, and this tape measure for when we cut out the 30 by 40 cardboard because it was so big. So we originally started the project using these foam core boards, and they were nice for a time, and what we did was we were gluing these to the back of them, but then we realized that the thickness of the wall is inaccurate, and so we decided to switch over. We could also use these for the walls that are inside of the haunted house, but we want to go this route because we also want to be accurate to the count of the number of pieces of wood that we'll need when we're constructing these in full scale. It'd be easier to be able to, you know, take apart the model and then count all the pieces so we could budget it to the correct size. And why are we building the haunted house? No particular reason. We really like haunted houses. We go to Universal's Halloween Horror Nights every year. And I really like Halloween. Matthew loves Halloween. Halloween is my favorite holiday. I'm guessing it's Matthew's as well. And we just wanted to try it. And we want to try to do a charity haunted house. For what charity, I'm not sure yet. I know of several that I'd like to do it for. We just need to find a venue and a budget. And yeah, so there's a possibility that we will be doing this in conjunction with another artistic venture, but we'll let you know as the project goes along. So if for some reason we manage to get a fundraising page together properly, I will post it in the description below, so take a look, or I'll write it on the screen like here somewhere. So if you see that there, that means, you know, hey, help us fundraise for this haunted house. Should be good. So anyway, help us out in the cause, or if you want to, or if you don't, whatever. But hey, these little people are pretty neat. We got these at Jerry's Artorama as well. So yeah, in the model making section. I did not realize they had a model making section until I was looking for miniature trees for a project, and I found all this stuff. So yeah. So anyway, that's our project. Right now he's penciling some lines in to see the widths of the walkway that we need to make, and potentially the depths of all the walls. So follow along. If I have filmed another episode, then you'd probably click somewhere on the screen to go to the next episode. Don't know where, probably in one of my hands. You can do that right now. So yeah, this is Carlo, what have you done? Enjoy.